Chaco Canyon lies in an environment that consistently challenges agricultural stability. Annual precipitation is low and highly variable. Soils are shallow and alkaline. Growing seasons are short, and frost can arrive unexpectedly. Yet between roughly 850 and 1150 CE, Chaco Canyon supported one of the most complex regional systems in pre-Columbian North America. This raises a fundamental problem that archaeology has had to confront directly. Local agriculture alone was insufficient to sustain Chaco at its peak. Evidence for farming within the canyon does exist. Maize, beans, and squash, the classic triad of Pueblo agriculture, were cultivated in small plots along washes and floodplains, where seasonal runoff briefly increased soil moisture. Check dams and water control features helped slow erosion and capture sediment, improving marginal fields. But these strategies could not eliminate risk. Tree-ring data and paleoclimate records show repeated drought cycles during Chaco's occupation. Crop yields would have fluctuated significantly from year to year, making long-term reliance on local production precarious. Archaeologists therefore increasingly view Chaco not as an isolated agricultural community, but as the center of a regional provisioning system. Food moved across distance. Maize has been chemically traced to soils outside Chaco Canyon, indicating that a portion of the food supply was grown elsewhere and transported inward. Outlying communities, some located dozens of miles away, appear to have contributed agricultural surplus to the canyon. This was not simple barter. Transporting bulk food over long distances requires coordination, labor organization, and social obligation. It implies planning beyond the household level. The Chaco road system plays a critical role here. These wide, straight roads connected great houses to distant settlements, farming zones, and landscape features. While ritual and symbolic interpretations are important, the roads also enabled movement of people, materials, and food. Agriculture at Chaco was therefore embedded within a regional network, not confined to local fields. Storage was essential to making this system function. Large interior rooms within great houses may have served as communal storage spaces, allowing food to be accumulated during productive periods and redistributed during scarcity. This buffering capacity would have reduced short-term risk while reinforcing social hierarchy and institutional authority. Food, like water, was never merely a resource. It was a mechanism of organization. Control over storage, transport, and redistribution shaped social relationships. Those who managed surplus and coordinated exchange held influence. Ritual gatherings, construction events, and seasonal ceremonies would have depended on the ability to provision large numbers of people reliably. Long-distance trade extended well beyond food. Materials such as turquoise, macaw feathers, cacao residues, copper bells, and marine shells reached Chaco from regions hundreds of miles away, including Mesoamerica and the Pacific coast. These items were not necessities. They were symbols. Their presence indicates that Chaco participated in continental-scale exchange networks linking distant ecological zones and cultural traditions. Food sustained life. Trade sustained meaning, status, and connection. Together, agriculture, storage, and long-distance supply created a system capable of supporting complexity in a marginal environment. But the system was finely balanced. When prolonged droughts intensified in the 12th century, regional yields declined simultaneously. Supply networks weakened. Storage could no longer compensate. The mechanisms that once stabilized Chaco began to fail. Complexity did not disappear because it was unsustainable in principle. It disappeared because environmental limits were finally exceeded. Chaco Canyon reminds us that ancient societies did not rely on a single solution. They built layered systems, local farming, regional supply, and long-distance exchange, each compensating for the weaknesses of the others. In a land where food was never guaranteed, survival depended on cooperation across distance. Listen closely. Food reveals the scale of Chaco's world.